Hello everyone, Courtney here from How to Loom Your Dragon. Welcome to part 6 of Saphira's tutorial. In this portion of the video, we will be working on her main body. Okay, we will be doing the top portion of the main body and attaching the wings and the front legs and the head. Okay, so first thing, you want to make 4 more of those spikes, the same ones that we made at the base of the neck, okay? So you can make them on your hook. You want to make 4 more of those for this portion, okay? And once you've done that, then we will continue. So, again, I am taking 2 bands at a time. These are the light blues, okay? So an ocean blue solid and an ocean blue jelly each time. All right, and just follow me. Okay, time for the horizontals. So taking 2 at a time, going across. I'm also going to take 2 and I am going across like this, okay? This is not double looped, okay? You're going to be connecting these to the other half when we do the other half, so don't worry, when we pull it off the loom it's going to look loose there. Don't freak out, it's supposed to, okay? Just to let you know. Okay, and then I'm just going to take 2, and I'm going to lay them right on this peg here, okay? Just like that. I believe that is what I want to do. Yes. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, now I'm going to take my head and my neck, okay? With it right side up, okay, she's right side up, we're attaching the middle end, so the middle set, go through there, we are touching that to the end here. Right there, okay? We're going to go through this next set on this side, attaching it right here, and the final set here, attaching it to here. So the 2 other ends are just hanging off, okay? And we're going to leave it like that for now. Okay? Now, I'm going to begin to loop up here. Okay, we are not putting spikes here because in the book it says there was a gap in the spikes where her by her shoulder area. So we're putting a gap, like it says in the book, of the spikes. So that's why we only made 4 instead of 6 for this portion. So I'm going to loop up right over those 2 loose bands. Loop up again 3 more times. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Here I'm going to attach a spike. Okay, again, so it is curving upward. Then I'm going to loop up twice. Okay, attach another one. That didn't work so well. Let's try that again. Okay, now I'm going to go up this column all the way, okay? So all the way up this column here. Okay. Now I have to go in here and do the 2 horizontals first. So loop those 2 over. Okay. Then I'm going to go up 1 time. Where's the other one? Where is it? Oh, figures they got tangled. Hold on. I have to untangle these, or it's going to drive me crazy. Hold on, guys. I have to fix this. Somehow my thing got tangled. I have no clue how. Okay, this should be above this. Okay. So sorry, when the bands are tangled like that, it drives me nuts. Okay, so anyway, like I said before, you want to loop this over, and then you want to loop these up, okay? Now you're going to take your wing, okay? The wings are pretty much the same. It doesn't really matter which one you take here. Okay, I'm going to, it looks like this, okay? The claws are facing that way. The wings of the claws on the wings are facing that way. Go through the first set here and wrap that right around this peg. Then loop up. Go through the next set. Wrap those ends around the next peg. Loop up. Go through the next set. Loop those around the next peg. Loop up. Okay, next set. Loop up. Next set. Loop up. Make sure you're getting through the loops. Sometimes you'll miss one. Just make sure. Okay, I'm not going to attach the last end. We're going to do that when we do the next part, okay? So leave this last end hanging, okay? Alright, so now I am going to loop this diagonal band. So these 2 diagonals to there. And then I'm going to loop up to here, okay? So I loop to here and here. Okay, take your front legs. You're going to take the one, this one. Okay, so the muscles are these front leg. Make sure you're grabbing the front legs, not the back legs. The muscles are bulging. If the curved is on the top, the flat is on the bottom. Curved on the top, okay? So the pointer finger should be facing down. The pinky should be up. Okay, I'm going to attach this end here. So the first end we are attaching onto this peg here. Okay, once we've attached that, I'm going to loop those two diagonal bands. And then I'm going to loop these up, and I'm going to loop up to here. Okay, so I have looped up to here and here and here. Now this I can actually go up now. So I'm going to go up this column. All the way. Okay, now I'm going to go through the next set in line on my leg, which is this one, and I'm going to wrap that around this peg here. I loop up one time. Now I'm going to grab the next set in line, loop that around this peg, and now I can loop all the way up this column. Okay, and now I'm going to attach the final set right onto this peg and loop up. Just like that, okay? Now I'm going to tie off my ends here. You know what, I'm going to use a different color. I'm going to grab red. Doesn't matter what color you use. I'm just going to use red here, just so that I can tell which bands are which. Okay, so I tied off my 6 ends. I'm going to take this off. The space between the first and second columns is going to be loose, okay? It is supposed to be like that. You did it right if it's loose like that, okay? So please don't panic. Oh. Okay, so we are going to be doing the other half of her front portion of the body because we only did half. It looks weird. Yes, it does. It's supposed to for now. Okay. So now so now we're just putting the blues on again. So just follow me, okay? Just follow me. Okay, so that is what the other side should look like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the other half that I worked on, okay? You're going to be attaching this other loose end of the neck, so the next one in line here, okay? It's going to go around this peg, and then the final one is going to go around this peg. Okay, now, this loose set of loose bands right here is going to go across these two pegs. Okay, this is also the mural technique that Rob from Justin's Toys uses. The next, you're going to dig in here and find the next set of bands and wrap them around this peg. Okay, next set, going to wrap around the next peg. Next set wraps around the next peg. So, but you don't want to do too much because you don't want to overstretch the bands. So I'm just going to start with that. And I'm going to put some horizontal bands on the rest of him, or her. Okay, so we'll put some here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. Okay, so I'm going to start looping up this first column here. Just the first one, but we're not going to go all the way, so just watch. Up, 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 up. Okay. Now I'm going to grab the next set in line. So these next bands wrapping around here. Okay. More horizontals here and here. Okay. I'm going to loop up some of... Okay, I'm going to loop up once. No, first I have to loop over. So go in here and you want to loop these two over. Then you want to loop up once. Okay? Like that. Alright, now I'm going to loop the diagonal here. So loop that one over. Okay. And then loop up twice here. Like that, okay? Great, so I'm going to attach my front leg, so my other front leg, so grab it. And again, the curved part is facing up, so the pinky is up, okay? I'm going to attach the first end onto this peg, and once I've attached it, I'm going to loop that diagonal. And then I'm going to go back and loop up these two. Okay, up to here. Okay? Like up to here. Okay, now I can go all the way up this column. So I'm going to go up this column. Oh wait, I'm not going to go all the way because I didn't put the horizontal bands there yet. So we're going to go up to here. Okay, and now we're going to go through the next set of bands, and this goes around this peg. Okay, make sure to get all the bands around there. We're going to loop up one time. Oops. Okay, go through the next set. That gets wrapped around this peg. Okay, and then I can loop up to here. Okay, and then I'm going to loop or wrap these around. Okay, like that, and then loop up once here. Okay, we don't want to loop up any farther because we didn't put the horizontal bands here yet. Okay, great. That's what we want. Alright. We have to start attaching the wing because we have to lift in order to attach this side to here. Okay, so grab your other wing. Again, Hold it so the big claw is facing the head and the little claws are facing the back of the body. Okay? Go through the first set of loose bands, wrap them around this peg, and dig down and loop up the first set. Go through the next set, wrap around, loop up, go through the next set, wrap around, loop up, go through the next set, wrap around, loop up, stop here. Okay, we can lift him up a little bit, or lift her up a couple sets, okay? But we're not going to lift up too much, okay? Okay, so I lifted her up a little bit. Now what I can do is take the next set of bands in here. So these guys, wrap them around the next one. And take your 2 bands at a time, make your horizontals. Okay, let's grab the next set in line, which are these. Wrap them around this next one. Horizontals. Okay. Now I'm going to loop up this column twice, loop up this column twice, loop up this column twice. Okay, we can loop up this one. Make sure they're all looped. Okay, now we're going to attach the next set of the wing. So go through, wrap the next set around this peg here. Okay, dig down, loop up, go through the next set. It's wrapped around, dig down, loop up, stop there. Okay, we're going to lift her up a little bit more. See, it's a slow process here. Slow and grueling. But she's going to be beautiful. Okay, so don't worry. Alright. Go through the next set of loose bands, wrap around the next peg. Grab your horizontals. Stretch them across. Go through the next set, wrap them around. Okay, good. Alright, and put your horizontals down. Alright, loop up. Here twice, here twice, here twice, in here twice. Okay, and we're going to attach more of the wing, so go to the next section of the wing and wrap around this peg. Loop up, go through the next section, wrap around. Okay, again we can lift her up a little bit more. You can use your hook to help you so you don't accidentally overstretch the bands. Okay, go through the next loose set here. Put your loose bands on, and there should be one more set here. Yes, one more. The last one is going to go right around here. Loose bands on. Okay, so loop up to the end, 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 go through the next set of loops in the wing, wrap around, loop up through the next set, wrap around, loop up the next one, wrap around, loop up, and we have a loose one. Okay, so we're going to leave this final one loose like we did on the other side, and I'm going to use red bands and tie off okay, and then I'm going to lift this off. And hopefully, it looks like I'm hoping it will look. Yay! Oh, so cool. Look at her, guys. Ah, I love her. Oh my gosh. Alright, so now you can take off all the tying bands except for the red ones, okay? Oh, and don't take off the ones at the final set of the wings here, so leave those on too. Okay, so do that and continue on to the next part, and we will continue on her body. See you over there, everybody.